We're back from the break talking to Huma and Wasim Akram. As a sports person, as someone who, started the journey as a 17-year-old, and here you are, it's 1992 and it's the World Cup final.
I still remember it like it was yesterday. And it was one of the best thing ever happened to me or to Pakistan. Winning a World Cup or winning the top trophy in any sport matters a lot. And I think it was, of course, at the time it was the month of Ramadan. The whole Pakistan were watching it at night. It was day-night. It was a day-night game, so it used to start at 6 o'clock in the evening. It was perfect timing. And we started off badly, but we worked very hard before the World Cup. Every team member worked hard.
That wicket that you took of Ian Botham, do you know some things you remember in slow motion? How do you remember that? Because the fans don't tire of hearing about this.
But before I start answering this, I must say I'm very impressed with your cricket knowledge so far.
Thank you.
You've done well.
Yay!
To the point.
To the point.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We try our best.
No, I remember getting Ian Botham out. We still have an argument, me and Ian Botham. We're good friends. He still says he didn't nick the ball. He didn't edge the ball. And I said, Beefy, we call him Beefy. I said, Beefy, have a look at the replay again and see how we went after the ball. When you nicked one, the whole team went up. He said, no, you're very used to it. You're good at appealing. I said, no, it was so natural. It was a big noise. So I remember everything about that World Cup. I remember Imran's speech. He came up. In those days, it wasn't like a team tracksuit.
Right.
You can wear whatever, literally whatever.
Literally.
You can even come in jeans, sort of. It was so relaxed. There was no money. It was good fun. Imran came up with a tiger on his T-shirt with his green lowers, and he gave us a speech with his hands like.
Just before the match, you mean?
Just before the game. You're my corner tigers. Come on. And that sort of speech Skipper gave, and it worked very well. And we all remember. And there was a lot of. People had to go at Imran after his speech, I remember, if you remember or not.
Yes, after once he had won.
He didn't praise the team. Believe me, at the time, team wasn't even bothered about Imran Khan, what he was saying on the stage. Cup was in our hands.
I think it took them 2 days to actually it to hit them that they have won
the World Cup.
Because they were in a daze for 2 days. It was
Going
such a high.
Shock.
Yeah.
So when we came back to Pakistan, then people told us, Imran didn't praise the team. Team wasn't bothered. We won the World Cup. Doesn't matter. He might have forgot.
I think at that moment,
while on the stage.
And surely you have a personal relationship.
Yeah,
I'm sure
of course.
He praised you plenty.
Yeah. But probably he wasn't prepared as well.
I think it just came out the wrong way. It just came out at that time. It's a moment which comes once in a lifetime. It just came out wrong.
Yeah. It happens. I've accepted awards where I've forgotten to thank just the most important person.
It just happens. Yeah. But in general, winning a World Cup, I think when we came back to Pakistan, the best thing you could see, the best thing in my opinion, was to see every Pakistani smiling wherever we went.
I think it was a great moment in all of our lives.
Incredible. I can still get goosebumps by remembering it, going to Rawalpindi, going to Karachi, going to every city on a big, huge truck with people throwing flowers on us, and it was awesome. And every person smiled for the next 5 years, wherever we went.
From that glory, then sort of later on in your career, then this whole business about the match fixing started. And you were persecuted quite badly, and
day in, day out, left, right and center, everywhere.
All the time. And you maintained your innocence throughout.
I still maintain my innocence because...
And yet you gave a fine. I mean, that doesn't make sense to, why did you do that? I mean, why didn't you fight it to the...
I just wanted to fight it. I knew the people who were against me because, in our part of the world, people get very... they get after one person, vicious. They get very vicious. And I said, okay, if they want me to retire from cricket, it means they'll win. And I don't want to do that. Right. I worked hard. I've been to every court hearing. And it's not just the media I'm saying. I'm not blaming media at all. There were cricketers as well in the team who were blaming each other because they were losing. So it's very, and they were again the same age group. We were at the same age group as well. So the rivalry was there, not in a good sense, it was in a negative sense.
Right.
So that again was part and parcel of the cricketers were also there who was bad-mouthing every one of each other.
Was this a difficult time in your life, a time
It was a very difficult time. It was, if I say it was easy, I'd be lying.
That's the time that he developed diabetes as well.
Yes, so that's another personal challenge.
I think that's how I took toll of that pressure on my body. Was not mentally, it was like in my...
Physically.
Yeah, physically. And I think my family have helped me a lot. My parents, my brothers, my wife sitting here, my in-laws, my friends, my media friends, they all helped me. They knew that they knew me as a person. They didn't know me as a Wasim. They knew me as a person. I'm very easygoing. I'm straightforward.
Right.
And people have maybe different perception of me, but that's what I am. Very straightforward. And some people might not like it. They don't like it. But
people don't like straightforward people here.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you also very straightforward?
I think
She's
too much.
too straightforward.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Has she gotten you into any trouble?
He gets embarrassed. He doesn't get into trouble. I don't get anyone
But
into
men
trouble.
are always getting embarrassed by women. What is that?
I think so. I think it's
No,
just
I
that
don't
I'm
get
so
embarrassed by
direct.
women
That
at all. Maybe when she...
It's just that I'm so direct that he's like, how can you say that to someone's face? I said, I'd rather say it to their face than behind their back.
Exactly.
So that's just the way I am.
My point is, if I know you, then I would probably say, if I just met you, I say 2 minutes ago, I can't just tell you there and then. Okay, you can. Fair enough.
You can. But it's good. I mean, these are the qualities that you obviously also admire in her. The fact that she's bold and outspoken.
Yeah, I did.
Do you find that men sort of fall in love with you for certain qualities, and once they're with you, then they want to change all of them?
Do I find, or does it generally happen?
I mean, generally, I suppose.
Yes, to both. It does happen. I think those sort of habits, men get attracted to them, or behavior or personality, they get attracted to it. But later on, at least in our part of the world, I think it becomes a bit either grating for them, or irritating for them, or overbearing for them.
Right.
But I think that is a different issue, because we're talking about marriage. Marriage is a whole thing about compromising. It's a lot of adjustment. It's adjusting to two. I mean, it's hard work. It's not an easy thing, marriage.
Certainly not, especially when you have crazy things like that bonkers woman in Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah, I believe so.
Who had a vision that you were her husband.
I know.
That's like, I'd be telling that story all my life.
I missed a boat or she missed a boat. One of us have definitely missed a boat there.
But like, what happened? What happened there?
I have no idea.
She was an old lady.
I've seen in the newspaper.
She was an old lady.
No, she was 38.
Was she? But she looked
not
quite
old.
old.
She looked very old. Yeah,
She
okay.
looked
I
like...
got that, yeah. I just saw the television.
She was in a
My
little
ESPN
village
said,
somewhere.
we'll take you there to meet her. I said, thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you find a lot of like sports fans, are there a lot of crazies out there? Because
not in Pakistan at all. They respect you, and same in India. Nobody's crazy in our part of the world. We're very settled people.
No stalkers or...
Not really, no. Never had stalker. No, not in India, Pakistan. If people are saying they have stalkers, I think they'll...
That's the second time he said not in India and Pakistan. So that means there must have been stalkers somewhere else.
Have you been stalked?
I mean, no, I haven't.
Thanks for that. Where have you been stalked?
Maybe 15 years ago, would have loved to been stalked.
Yeah?
But I think
And you've never been stalked?
In the beginning, I think I have.
17-year-old Wasim,
I
playing
used to
county
wait.
cricket.
I remember when I played for Pakistan the first year, I came back after New Zealand tour, I did well. So I came back, I used to wait in my hotel in PC Karachi, wait for my phone to ring. It never rang for about 6 months, 1 year, but after that it started ringing.
After that.
And then I got married.
Damn.
He thinks he missed all the fun, you see.
How could you miss all the fun with someone
There
like
you go.
I'm not saying I missed all of the fun.
Why are you saying he missed all the fun?
No, I'm saying he thinks.
Don't you guys have fun? I mean,
when we are together, yes, we have a great time. But in the last, I think after cricket, Kami, he started traveling much more.
Because of
commentary, and because now, while with Pakistan, he was just traveling with the Pakistan team. Now he's traveling with all the teams, because they've got the rights for.